Welcome back to another episode of Brian Reads the News. This is where I go to a news story in the USA Today website, read it out to you so you can stay aware of what's going on in the world. Let's take a look. Here's one in the sports section that caught my eye. It says, fire at home of Dolphins star Tyreek Hill was accidental. Fire marshal reveals cause. This one comes out of Miami Gardens, Florida. The Miami Dolphins have a chance to beat the Buffalo Bills and win the AFC East for the first time in 15 seasons on Sunday. But the team's best player is without his home 4 days before the biggest game of the season. Star Dolphins receiver Tyreek Hill left Wednesday's Dolphins practice to see his South Florida home engulfed in flames. Hill's family is safe, a Dolphins spokesperson said, and no injuries were reported, the Davie Fire Rescue Department said in a Facebook post. The article poses the question, what caused fire at Dolphins star Tyreek Hill's home? The fire was accidental and caused by a child playing with a lighter in a bedroom within the home. Robert Taylor, fire marshal at Davie Fire Rescue, told USA Today Sports on Thursday. The investigation into the matter closed Wednesday night, allowing Hill to access to his home once again. The article continues, it says, more from Hill's house fire on Wednesday. Hill arrived at the home wearing a walking boot on his left foot just before 3 p.m., meeting with his wife, Keta Barako Hill, and his mother. Authorities spoke with Hill and his family as they approached the home. Hill and his family walked down from the driveway onto the street to look into the scene. Taylor said Hill's family members were inside the home as the fire began, but were able to evacuate safely. It's unclear how many family members were present. The fire was heavily involved in the attic of Hill's home, Taylor said. It's very difficult for anybody, obviously, to have your home catch fire, but Tyreek and his family were handling it with as much poise as you could hope, Hill's agent Drew Rosenhaus told reporters gathered near the home early Wednesday afternoon. Quote, he was very grateful to the firefighters and everyone who did indeed save his home. At this time, he's not going to comment. Due to the size of the fire, about 20 units from Davie Fire Rescue, Southwest Ranches Fire Rescue Department, and Broward Sheriff Office Fire Rescue responded to the scene. Quote, I think the main thing is his family is safe, his loved ones are good, and he's good as well, Dolphins quarterback Tua Tagovailoa said at the situation after the practice. I wasn't able to talk to him. I didn't know it happened until after practice. Tua Tagovailoa, that's how I'd pronounce it. Is that how you pronounce it? Tua Tagovailoa. The article goes on to say this. Hill was made aware of the situation during practice for the Dolphins' big Sunday night football game against the Buffalo Bills. Hill is the NFL's leading receiver with 1,717 yards and second with 12 touchdown catches for the Dolphins. He signed a 4-year, $120 million deal with the team in March of 2022. Property records show Hill purchased the 9,300 square foot home for $6.9 million in 2022. The home features 7 bedrooms, 8 bathrooms, a home theater, a full-size basketball court, a massive pool, and 2 guest houses. Wow. So that's the end of the article. It looks like Hill's house burned up in just about the worst time it could as they head toward the playoffs. A couple games left, I think, right? And the Dolphins are on the verge of a pretty great season. I think, like they said, Hill is leading the team in the league, I think. NFL's leading receiver with 1,717 yards and second with 12 touchdowns. So he's having an awesome season. So, with that kind of money, $120 million deal, of course, he loses all his possessions, but a $6.9 million home, it's tragic. But with that kind of money, I think he'll be able to rebuild.